Nifneshk, Afneshk, Kaineshk, Visnokok, Duvaslov, Intraidas Banara, Neifish, Duravnoka, Neivbadira, Vesna Fabarasha, Uskesh Durisnokesh Jafarnova, de Farnaska hasta Visnarak, Parsteiska, Parsteiska.
Well, it's my time to accompany the time and the matter and the substance. It's my time. How are you? I'm Asked.
Welcome, Asked. I am Rachel Margie Duval. We are here to enlighten ourselves with the answers you can give us to the questions we have.
It will be and sound interesting to talk about and to answer, if it's possible, my correct point of view.
Thank you. A while ago we had been talking about the exposure and explosion of the gene, and that this will spread all over the planet, and that the only I want to just say that I'm speaking on behalf of the human race at this moment. So what I would like to know is, as they said that it's like only the Americans will expand on this, what happens to the gene in this exposure and explosion to those that are not American?
Well, it all depends, especially in this matter of the term. What is the term? Is the space of time in which is your own term. For example, the term of the humankind, the term of the civilization, the term of the species, different kinds of moment to any part of beings or civilizations which you are talking about. It's not an experimentation. What we'll be doing on Earth is a reality. We will go to the first point of the first impact of the universe inside our concept of the Kronos civilization, going to the past time. That is not usual that we go to the past time. We prefer to go to the future, but sometimes we must do that form of traveling to the past time. When we arrive to the past time, we discovered our own concept of our own civilization, our own gene. And from that time we commenced different parts of our past over the time, from the past to the future directly. I can say avoiding the present. Okay? Avoiding the present. And when you are able to avoid the present, you have no time enough to consider another parts, for example, in other countries. This is not an act of violence, of any kind of neglect or regret to the other people of the other countries all over the world. It's only our survival. If we need to consider our own survival, you must consider that we are doing our rights all over our purposes, even in the time, or even in the matter, or even in the substance. Yes. Another question.
So the gene in this exposure and explosion will become real. Is that it?
That's right. I was talking about, and what I told you is that.
Correct. So what we could say then is that humanity will become real American.
Yeah.
Is it that?
Exactly, that's the point. Don't make any confusion to the other countries. I tell you, and I repeat, it's a question of our own survival, okay?
Correct, I understand. Really, it's like going beyond being of a nationality. It just becomes a being, correct?
You are correct.
I see. I'd like to make another question, this time as an American. I would like to talk about the bubble quantums of time.
we are making this example of some videos that we are putting on the net across your face, showing to the public and general public of all over the world. And that we are showing the bubbles, time, spaceships, and the black space, in which you maybe will learn what are you asking me. All I can say now to you is that it's necessary the black space to all over the world is necessarily one bigger blackout. When you all be experimenting that bigger blackout, it will be that you will be knowing that it's the time arriving to the blackout and the spaceships bubbles, and this will be in the earth itself as a bubble spaceships.
I see. What I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, is that this black space is really something that is very brief, it's very small, although we can see it as...
No. It's not small, it's bigger. So bigger that it's impossible to imagine how big it is. And maybe so bigger from the past time that we created from the past time this mirror of black space that it expanded. Imagine a point on the past, okay?
Yes.
When it's growing up, a bigger mirror of black space. It's advancing, going up and down in the past, reaching directly to the future in this black space. It's the only way that we discovered to go directly to the future, our own future. But that doesn't mean that we not consider another countries or another people or another race to be with us, because we maybe will be doing our own exposure and will be exploding ourselves as beings and lights in the future, okay?
So, what I understand as what you said about the bubbles and this planet